What is going on, guys? This is Joss here, and today we're going to be doing a review for Sydney FC beating Wellington 4-1 in Wellington in round 12, I think, of the A-League. So, starting off with the Sheepshaggers, they were awful. They were absolutely terrible. I mean, you look at all of our goals, and they were just amazingly shit defensively. Like, how they are in the A-League with that kind of defending is absolutely shocking. They really shouldn't have been in the game. They shouldn't have had any chances whatsoever. But unfortunately for Sydney, they did stay in the game, and I think that was disappointing on Sydney's part and not really, on Wellington's part. I know that Sydney are a team that likes to sit back and let teams attack them, but we let Wellington attack us, and they were just putting balls into the box. They were getting tons of opportunities. And I don't think that Wellington were the better team, but we allowed them to have chances to get a draw into the game. I mean, notably, there was that save by Redmayne where the ball came out the back of the box, or, near the 6-yard box. And he just made that phenomenal save, and he made some other saves in the half as well that kind of kept us in the game. I don't think there were many full-on chances. I think there might have been 1 or 2 chances, plus that time where that little kid hit the bar. So we should have just done a lot better. Wellington, of course, got their lucky header, but I think that we allowed that to happen by sitting back. I think that even though it's not necessarily our play style, I still think that we should have gone out and been more aggressive defensively, because if we just put the pressure on them, which we did occasionally, but we didn't do it all the time, we would have gone out and won that game much more thoroughly. We might not have conceded a goal. We might have scored fucking 7. So, that's my opinion on, Wellington kind of doing better than they should have, because Sydney FC weren't really, pressuring them. All right, now on to Sydney. Same thing as before. Easy win made hard. I think that some of our standout performers were obviously Bobo, who was involved with every single one of the goals, and also Blue Main. I think that he was very good. He made a couple of good saves that, if he didn't make them, we could have won 4-3 or whatever, but he did make some nice saves, and I am very, very happy with that. Some Brandon O'Neill and Brillante, as always. You got to have at least 10, 20 seconds on Brillante and O'Neill. They were closing players down in the midfield. I think that they were some of our more aggressive defenders. And as I said before, I was kind of saying that we didn't defend aggressively. We defended very passively. But when they got the chance, they would go in and they just fucking sandwich people. So that was entertaining to watch. I said in the preview video that Carney should start because he's not a very good bench player. And that may be true, but I think he did his job coming off the bench. He added a little bit more pace to the game. And he got the assist for Bobo's final goal. So, I think that Carney was very good. But overall, it was a difficult win that shouldn't have been difficult. And I've got players that I was disappointed with. I mean, I'm not disappointed with them like I don't want them on my team. I think that Ninkovic and Mierzejewski, they should be running that game more than they did. I know that Mierzejewski got the goal and Ninkovic is coming back from injury, but I just feel that, as our best players, the players that are, capable of dribbling and shit, making really phenomenal passes and all of that stuff, they should be going out there running that game and making it, 7-8-0, especially because, Wellington might as well have had sheep out there. They were just absolutely useless in defence. So, I expect better from our wingers. Man of the match is not surprisingly, it is a very simple one for me, and I'm sure for everybody else, regardless of how good Brillante and O'Neill were, regardless of how many saves Redmayne made, regardless of how fantastic Geordie Boyce is. It was Bobo. He scored a perfect hat-trick and he got the assist from Mierzejewski. Regardless of how, I wouldn't say easy, but just how much opportunity he was given with his chances. He did take the shots, he did finish them, and that could only be good for his confidence. I think he's up to 10 goals now, and he scored his first non-penalty goals. So, as I've been saying, every time he scores some goals, hopefully he can kick off this and, kickstart his season and start scoring more of those. We've got Perth next week, so Bobo, I expect you to score some goals. But yeah, he was fantastic. I think he played the whole game as well, which is always nice. If he didn't, well, doesn't really matter. But if you've got a striker who can play 90 minutes, that is always helpful. So to summarise, this game was a easy win for Sydney, made difficult. It kind of highlighted how shit Wellington were, yet we still let them come into the game. It is our style. It is the way we play. So I guess, maybe Graham Arnold didn't want to be like, all right, we're going to completely throw this out the window at halftime and defend this way, which does make sense. But I just think that if we did put more pressure on the ball, we probably didn't have to change the entire way we played, but just put more pressure on the ball. We would have gone out and, maybe put 7 past them, and that would be really, really fun for me to watch. But, I still think that Sydney got a deserved win. It was fun to see Bobo score the 4 goals, or 3 goals, and get an assist. He was my man of the match. I don't think that there was any, gaping problems with any player. Zulo and Wilkshire, I actually liked how they played. I don't think Wilkshire got as far forward as Zulo did, but I do think they were always offering an option for our players to go wide. The only players I'm kind of disappointed with, but not, saying that they had a flawed performance, just they could have stepped up a bit more. Ninkovic and Mierzejewski. And obviously they've got their reasons why they didn't step up, especially Ninkovic, who was injured, and Mierzejewski. He did score the goal, so we'll give him that. But this is where we're going to end the video. I'll be doing a Perth Glory preview, I think. I'm like 99% sure. It is a busy Christmas period, but I'll get through it. So I'll be doing one of those. Make sure to check that out because I am a fucking genius. But other than that, this is where we're going to end the video. Tell me what you thought of the game, not how you thought of the game. I thought of the game like a sexy thing. Tell me what you thought of the game down below in the comments. I'll probably respond unless it's fucking retarded. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to end the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.